Hello and welcome to This Week in Bitcoin. And this week we have a special report because there has been a keen interest in Bitcoin as a national reserve currency, national backing method, or just to stockpile Bitcoin for the state itself. To get started into this, I am just freshly back from Abu Dhabi. I've been there combining holiday with a little bit of research about Bitcoin in the Middle East. And there's been some key interesting findings I was able to make. And I was also able to talk to a lot of people, the UAE, or if the United States, or if Russia, or China is first to strike with a national Bitcoin stockpile. Why do I need to cover this in a special report? Well, the last few weeks we've heard continuous talks about these possible initiatives. In the US, Donald Trump has been very vocal about this. In Russia, Vladimir Putin completely changed his tone, saying that Bitcoin can't be stopped and that they're thinking about the national reserve. There was also a very pro-Putin politician in the Russian Senate that was proposing this bill. In China, they actually made Bitcoin on the same level as owning property and having something on your own. And then from the Middle East, we always had these announcements that the Sovereign Wealth Fund is actually buying Bitcoin. I was able to talk to two bankers with the Sovereign Wealth Fund, and they both acknowledged that they're very interested in Bitcoin, hence why they were also at the Bitcoin event in Abu Dhabi. And on the other hand, that they're still waiting for the US to make the power play. Now, why is that important? Imagine now if all of these nations, the United Arab Emirates, you have China, you have Russia, and you have America, if all of them announce at the same time that they're actually using Bitcoin to back their currency or to use a stockpile, the UAE would actually be the country that could move the fastest. One of the two bankers told me, he's also the head of the blockchain department within the Wealth Fund, that they could actually buy on the same day. I'm not really buying this. Let's say we give them a week that they can actually buy Bitcoin, whereas China and Russia may take anywhere between 20 to 60 days. And the US, under Donald Trump, has announced that they want to get this done in the first 100 days. We've also seen very bullish signals out of the US, where Texas and Pennsylvania have both brought up legislation for a pro-Bitcoin reserve bill. So therefore, pressure on the global scale is with America. And it begs the question of how fast the Trump administration can therefore move. But back to this idea, this power play. Why is the UAE the winner in this? Well, if everyone announces at the same time and you're the first mover to actually also hold the Bitcoin, so if they announce and they immediately buy, or they can already say, hey, we have this stockpile and we're continuously mining or getting more each week, each month, each year, that puts you at a huge advantage, politically speaking. Plus, their currency combined or compared rather with the US dollar and other reserve currencies in the world or other major currencies has actually been quite stable. So does this mean that the UAE is going to be the winner out of this? We need to wait for that. Potentially, yes. However, seeing how aggressive the Trump administration and the US as a general is, it will really possibly be that the US will go first. Others will announce this soon. They actually have to announce this because, again, this is politics. They all want to play along. And it then remains to be seen what the Bitcoin price actually does and whether that has an impact. So far, all of these announcements, Texas announcing, Pennsylvania announcing their bills, Donald Trump in the media again, Russia, China, and now also the Sovereign Wealth Fund, that had a little bit of an impact. We covered everywhere between 98,000 per Bitcoin to 101,000. So these seems to be the levels where maybe a little bit of uncertainty is around. People don't know, is it serious? Is it not serious? Should I buy? Should I sell? At the end of the day, the best thing you could probably do is to set up an auto-invest plan. We're here for you with that. But the remaining weeks and months are definitely exciting, and the sentiment in the market is extremely bullish for nation states to adopt Bitcoin. And that's it with this special report this week. If you got any questions or feedback or just want to say hello, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you next week again.